Hello, beautiful kids. Let's read a story before you get to bed. And this story is written by Oettinger. Pictures by Daniel Coulot. The story is about best girlfriends. Sophie and Ida were best girlfriends. They lived in the same house, and at school they sat next to each other. Sophie was the godmother to Ida's guinea pigs, and Ida was allowed to pick a gravestone when Sophie's Badgerigar fell dead from his peg. And once, when the caretaker's huge dog barked at Ida, Sophie stood between them, although she got wobbly knees. And Ida beat up Wild Philip when he pulled Sophie's hair and tried to kiss her. Because we are the best girlfriends in the world, Ida said, and Sophie said, the best girlfriends in the universe. But then, on a grey Friday, a removal van stopped in front of the house, and out climbed Belinda. Belinda moved in on Friday. On Saturday, she sat with her tomcat on the swing in the yard. Ida and Sophie were left with the baby climbing frame. Can't she stroke her stupid tomcat somewhere else? Ida whispered, but Sophie didn't answer. Sophie was looking at Belinda. Cats are even softer than guinea pigs, she marveled. Not true, hissed Ida, and they eat birds. This one sure doesn't, said Sophie. Goodness, he looks so cute. But Ida thought that the tomcat looked like a nasty bird eater. And look, her shoes, Sophie whispered. How they sparkle. Are those real diamonds on there? Pah, are you crazy? Ida said very loudly. Shoes like that are just for sitting around like a Princess Sally Prissy. Then Belinda set her tomcat on the ground and climbed quick as a monkey up the swing, and not a single diamond came off her shoes. Could someone watch that the tomcat doesn't run away? She called down from up there. Sophie shot off and took the tomcat on her arm, although he hissed at her. Sophie, we wanted to build a toilet for the guinea pigs, Ida called, but Sophie stroked the tomcat, and Belinda hung up there for the bar and swung her legs. On Sunday morning, it rained, and Belinda drove away with her parents. The yard was soaking wet, but Ida and Sophie played paddle hopping and catching raindrops with their tongues. When it stopped raining, Wild Philip came down with his new water pistol. It shoots 4 yards, he said, for hours. Do you want to try, Sophie? No, said Sophie. And Ida said, you can't aim anyway. Want to bet, said Philip, and squatted Sophie right in the face. But then Ida hit him on the nose so hard that he ran up to his granny. Sophie beamed like 1,000 sparklers. Thanks, she said. Then she tore out 3 of her hairs and gave them to Ida. Only very best girlfriends do things like this. But in the afternoon, when Ida wanted to swap stickers with Sophie, she was sitting with Glitter Belinda in her room. Look, Sophie said, and held her earlobe out to Ida. Magnetic earrings for Belinda. Belinda grinned, at Ida so broadly that one could see her braces. Do you want one too? She asked. I also have hearts and stars and stars. No, said Ida. She gave Sophie her meanest look. Then she turned around and slammed the door behind her. Down in the yard, Ida sat on the swing although it was raining again. Then she tried to climb up the swing just like Belinda, but she slipped and hit her knee so it bled. Crying, she sat down on the edge of the sad pit. Just then Sophie came down. Yuck, she said, and dabbed the blood from Ida's knee with her skirt. Belinda and I are playing princess, she told her. Do you want to join us? You can be the frog prince. Belinda has a super frog costume. But I don't want to be the frog, Ida screamed, and she pushed Sophie away so hard that she landed in a puddle. For 3 days, Ida and Sophie didn't speak to each other, not even at school. Ida was so unhappy that she kept making mistakes because being unhappy makes you stupid. At home, Belinda and Sophie played Tiger in the Jungle with the stupid tomcat. Even Sophie's little sister was allowed to play a monkey baby. When Ida had to look in the yard for the dandelion for her guinea pigs, Belinda came to her. We still need a crocodile, she said. Your cute little brother would make a top-class monkey, but Ida just said no. She turned around and walked away. 2 days later, it happened. Ida was sitting with her guinea pigs in the sad pit and was building them a swimming pool. She had put the cage over them so they wouldn't run away or get eaten by Belinda's nasty tomcat. Then Wild Philip crept up on Ida from behind and grabbed her. My nose is still all flat, he growled into Ida's ear. Now it's time for revenge. Ida kicked and scratched, but Philip could hold on like a gorilla. Then someone came running with a flying hair and glittering shoes. Just you wait, you bully, Belinda roared. She grabbed Philip by his ears. And when he still didn't let go of Ida, Belinda stamped hard on his foot. Suddenly, he no longer had gorilla arms. Instead, he screamed like one. He let go of Ida and hopped away on one leg. Everything all right? Belinda asked. Ida nodded. She turned bright red. That's how ashamed she was, but she was also happy. Sophie came and admired the squeeze marks on Ida's arm, and Belinda packed wet sand on them so they wouldn't hurt anymore. And when Philip wanted to kiss Belinda 3 times to make up with her, Ida and Sophie counted very because best girlfriends do these things for each other, and they were very best girlfriends. The best girlfriends in the world. No way, said Belinda. In the whole universe. Was it an interesting story for you? Like and subscribe. I love you. Have a blessed night or a blessed day. Bye bye.